digitalizing the R&D. We badly need innovation. But innovation in our industry is long, risky, and expensive. So we all know that, but there has been a McKinsey, study in 2013, pretty well known in the industry, called Chemical Innovation, an Investment for the Ages, in which they were showing that no matter you are doing innovation by product line extension or creating brand new products, no matter you are on new markets or working on existing markets, success rate of the innovation is systematically below 50%. And in the worst cases, where you are in the so new product in new markets, it is really below 20%. So one success out of 5 innovations. And the time to innovate and to commercialize an innovation is very long, from 2 to 5 years in the best cases, up to 19 years when you are in the new. So investment for the ages, yes. What are the barriers? There are many barriers, obviously, in our industry to do innovation and to be successful in innovation, because we do innovation. We invest a lot of money in invention, in R&D, hoping to do innovation, yes. But among the most prominent things, we think at SpatialChem that the stage gate and the processes to innovate is probably a source of inefficiency. Stage gates, and most of companies today use the stage gate processes or phase gate processes, like BASF would name it, for example. These processes are too linear, too internal-centric, closed, too rigid, and not agile at all. Okay, and in fact, one client of ours some years ago, I think he was from Cytec. He used a word that was very, very good, I think. He said, well, the stage gate process in our company is constipating our innovation. And so I laughed when I heard the word, but I think it is really very meaningful. And as a result, yes, the innovation process is more rational with the stage gate, but it is still long and heavy, uncertain, and expensive. Innovation must become agile. We all agree with that. But what is very interesting and very new, at least for us, Robert Cooper, the inventor, the father of the stage gate, is now pushing to integrate agile methodologies or agility into the stage gate. And the agile methodologies are typical methodologies of the digital era. That you take Lean Startup or Scrum when you are developing IT apps, or if you are using design thinking, so agile methodologies, they all have commonalities, a number of them, but prominently they all involve clients very early on in the process of innovation. Even at the fuzzy front end, the beginning of the pipeline, they involve clients to get ideas, get opinions from the market. They work with short interaction loops. So the times where, R&D selects a project, we make a product, and then we launch it without interaction with the market, this is over. This is too long. The tunnel effect, as you call it in IT, is a catastrophe. Today, agile methodologies, they are working with short loops of iteration with the market, interaction with the market, based on designing something, prototyping it very quickly and accepting it's not finished, testing it, having feedback from a customer, a validation partner, a co-development partner, the outside world. No fear to expose prototypes, and systematic collaboration with clients all along the pipeline of innovation. So, what are successful companies doing? They are using agile and digital stage gate. They could be successful in doing other things, obviously. But here, what we see working well is the following. A pipeline that is open to the external world, and to start with, open to external technologies. it is out of question that our companies today can solve every technological problem. And there is such a wealth outside of available technologies, available know-how to solve problems that is untapped. And typically creating digital channels, digital interactions with the outer world to gain access to these available technologies is a great time saver, and this is what open innovation is all about. And well applied methodologies of open innovation with the right channels is very efficient, even though open innovation is a bit less a buzzword than it was some years ago. It is still working well when done correctly. And obviously, as you might expect, there needs to be connections to the market through digital channels, among others. But digital channels are very efficient to gain the voice of the market very early on, to understand what their needs are, to test a product, to crowdsource from the market. And from the market, I'm talking about here customers, prospects, unknown people using some, communities like ours, for example, but not only ours. Getting feedback about, hey, what could you do with this invention? Where could it go? Having these people telling you what you should do to improve your product. Having people partnering with you to co-develop. Having people validating the product before it is on the market. So this works. This is what we do on a regular basis. This is what a number of companies are starting to do on their own, and we see great results. And what is also very important is these iterations, these loops of interaction with the market go from technology to the market to technology, test very early on. And as a result, what we observe, and we put figures on this with our methodologies, you can see that you save 50 to 70% of the time needed to commercialize. What is more important even, you raise the success rate by 50 to 200% because the market integrated very early on into the pipeline is a great factor of diminishing the risk of putting a product that is not the right one on the market, and increasing the risk of, or the chances of having a great product exactly validated by the ones who will buy it right at the very beginning of the pipeline. And as a result, as you might expect, the investments needed to do this innovation are much more reduced. We observe 30 to 70% of reduction. This is on our methodologies and our channels.